Ladies and gentlemen, will be accompanying my speech slides that supports what I'm saying here in figures, some statistics, to make you understand more the content of my paper. In the name of Allah, the compassionate, merciful, Your Excellencies, honorable gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to be with you today in this prestigious institution, Institute for Cultural Diplomacy, which started its highly appreciated efforts in 1999 to bring peace and foster intercultural relations. I would like to take this opportunity to extend my thanks and appreciation to the organizers of this event, the ICD Advisory Board. And special thanks to Mark. Where is he? He's gone. For his magnificent effort and commitment and dedication. The paper I've touched upon yesterday in the panel, I have summarized the initiatives of my country, Oman, in the cultural diplomacy. This over the last 40 years, started early in the early 70s. So to make it more easy for you, the slides will highlight some of the statistics for each initiative. So we'll start. The International Symposium on Cultural Diplomacy in the Arab World, the political, economic, and the cultural dimensions, is of a great importance in a time the Arab world witnessing many changes and challenges has been already highlighted since yesterday. The theme highlights the need to utilize cultural diplomacy as a means of soft power. I think this power will work more as it will bring peace without killing and displacing people. It definitely bridge the gaps, no matter how big they are. And we can also bring interlocutor closer, no matter how different they are. According to Milton, this is definition actually been highlighted yesterday by the lady from Malaysia. I just to repeat what she had already mentioned. The definition of culture diplomacy is the exchange of ideas, information, art, and other aspects of culture among nations and their peoples in order to foster mutual understanding. Why I'm repeating that? Because it has a very strong relation to the initiatives that we have fostered over the last 4 decades. In the Sultanate of Oman, we have utilized every possible means to foster cultural diplomacy and to make it as a tool for cultural understanding. We are aware of the responsibility we shoulder as a member of the international community and realize that. This role means encouraging mutual understanding and developing a culture of peace and cooperation among different nations. We have many initiatives that strengthen the relationship between the different groups in Oman and between our country and the global community. The first initiative I would shed light on is the Sultan Qaboos. He's the ruler of Oman, for those who don't know him. The Sultan Qaboos academic chairs, this is the first initiative. Okay. The Sultanate has so far established 16 academic chairs and scholarships. I think they're highlighted there. In the name of the architect of His Majesty the Sultan. His Majesty, the chairs are endowed at the prestigious universities around the world, in the US, Australia, United Kingdom, Bahrain, Pakistan, Netherlands, China, and Japan. They specialize in specialized fields of knowledge, including political, religious, cultural, and economic studies. These chairs aim at encouraging the creation of contemporary global community living in peace and governed by mutual understanding and tolerance. Another major aim is to present contemporary views on how the voice of Arabs can be perceived in the more enlightened way for the sake of understanding and tolerance in this age of globalization. The academic chairs contribute to the development of academic programs as well as research and development in various fields, especially with respect to their conceptual, cultural, ethical, and religious aspects. In more specific terms, these activities include research in the areas of specialization of the holders of the chairs. This includes publishing books and organizing conferences, symposium, lectures, and forums. These activities have a positive impact on the Sultanate and reflect the virtues of Omani society. Another important initiative is the Sultan Qaboos College for teaching Arabic to non-Arabic speakers. The establishment of this college comes as a response to the global desire to learn Arabic and foster greater cultural understanding and openness. What Mr. Mandela has said once, if you talk to a man in a language he understands, it goes to his head. But if you talk to him in his own language, it goes to his heart. That goes to his heart, as we said, and that's the importance of talking to other people in their own languages. This means that if we could cross the language barriers, there will be more understanding between the different nations. For this reason, the college aims at producing graduates with basic linguistic and cultural competency in modern standard Arabic. It strives to enable the students to communicate and interact effectively in the Arabic society. The college provides short courses. In each of these courses, it received between 20 to 40 students. Since it was inaugurated in 2012, it has received around 500 students from 28 different countries around the world, including Britain, America, Australia, France, Korea, Germany, and other countries. In addition to the language courses, the college provides a complementary program aiming at introducing the Omani culture to the students through several activities such as lectures, visits, cultural nights, and workshops. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, tolerance and respect between different sects of Islam and between Muslims and other religions is one of the first priorities in Oman. We believe that religious understanding plays an important role in preserving peace, stability, and coexistence. Allah says in the Holy Quran, "O mankind, we have created you from a male and female, and made you into nations and tribes, that you may know one another." This means that difference should not be a problem, but it should be an opportunity. An opportunity for us to learn from each other and share the uniqueness of our cultures and religions. The basic Omani law, which is the constitution, stipulates in several articles the importance of respecting other sects, religions, and cultures. The freedom of worship is guaranteed in Oman for all religions: Christian, Jews, Hindus, Sikhs, and members of other religions communities. To foster this dimension, the government has initiated many activities and events. Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Culture and Science organizes Human Rapprochement Week to strengthen the religious and cultural understanding and tolerance. This event is conducted in February every year as an implementation of the UN resolution number 5/65 to make the first week of February as the World Interfaith Harmony Week. The third initiative, Human Rapprochement Week, aims at promoting human cooperation based on mutual respect and cultural exchange. In addition to fostering dialogue among cultures and highlighting the role of the Sultanate enhancing understanding among peoples and cultures. The program of the week includes a number of events and activities, such as meeting with local officials, visiting some historic sites, and organizing the scientific forum. This forum has hosted many intellectuals and scientists from different specializations to talk about the different topics related to tolerance, dialogue, coexistence, and rapprochement. The center has so far organized 5 weeks beginning in 2012. The Ministry of Endowment and Religious Affairs has also initiated another program called Oman's Message of Islam. Understanding and Coexistence. This program is conducted through global tours that aim at advocating the values of peaceful coexistence, mutual understanding, and positive dialogue. I hope you are following up the slides as well. So this is one of the events, I think, in Korea. The exhibition presents the different dimensions of tolerance, understanding, coexistence with all human beings, and acceptance of others. It tries to disseminate the noble human values and spread the message of peace all over the world. In a time different parts of the world are witnessing tensions, extremism, terrorism, and violence. This initiative comes as a response to all of these inhuman practices that are inconsistent with the teachings of religions and cultures, which are love, mercy, and peace. This exhibition started 2010 in Germany and Austria using German language. Until now, it has visited more than 100 places, over 30 countries, and addressed more than 9 million people in 20 languages. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, youths are the power of the present and the hope of the future. Therefore, it is vital to establish a means of communication and dialogue with them to know their interests, views, and aspirations. They need to be given the chance to speak and express their opinions in order for them to be active partners in nation building. In Oman, we have provided youth with many platforms in which they can express themselves and unleash their potentials. The government has established a National Youth Commission to take care of the youth. It was established in 2011 with an aim of building capabilities of Oman's youth, providing channels of communication for them, and raising their awareness of the current issues nationally and internationally. Its board consists of 20 members representing different sectors in the Sultanate, like government bodies, private sector institutions, universities, and active members of the society. It has so far conducted many activities such as workshops, seminars, field visits, and youth campaigns. The Public Authority for Investment, Promotion, and Export also carries out an annual summit for youth, which is Muscat Youth Summit. It was launched 2009 with the aim of giving youth the opportunity to share their thoughts and ideas with each other. It attracts over 100 participants aged between 11 and 24 from Asia, Europe, and North America. It blends social interaction with cultural, economic, and entrepreneurial components to create an exciting residential experience that promotes enterprise. Until now, it has conducted 7 summits. The summits include a 5-day residential program that fosters enterprise, innovation, and cross-cultural youth dialogue. Youth have also their own they have also initiated their own programs and enterprises to promote their skills and create platforms for dialogue and innovation. Youth Vision Institution is an example of an institution that is fully managed by the youth. It was established in 2010, carrying a mission to make effective, productive, and innovative youth in Oman. They have organized 3 youth conferences so far, 3 ladies programs, 4 youth competitions, in addition to other workshops and seminars. Another example is the Knowledge Oman Institution, which has been passionately serving the country since 2008 with the spirit of innovating new initiatives and diversity of projects. It is a team of locals and expats living in Oman carrying out this honorable role based on collective efforts of passionate volunteers. It has conducted several programs and projects to build the youth capabilities and unleash their creativity. Ladies and gentlemen, music is a language that can break down any barrier. It is a universal language that touches the hearts and goes straight to the mind. In fact, there is a strong link between music and culture, as music represents the uniqueness in each culture. We in Oman believe of the vital role the music plays in fostering the cultural understanding and promoting cultural diplomacy. For this reason, His Majesty the Sultan ordered to establish the Royal Opera House, Muscat, which has become the leading arts and culture organization in the Sultanate. It aims at serving as a center of excellence in global culture engagement and striving to enrich lives through diverse artistic, cultural, and educational programs. The multidisciplinary work of the Royal Opera House, Muscat, showcases rich and diverse artistic creations from Oman, the region, and the world, provides a space for culture and socioeconomic and development reflections and actions, inspires audiences and unleashes creativity with innovative programs, fosters culture, vitality, promotes tourism, and puts culture diplomacy into practice by reviving global and multidisciplinary collaborations and exchanges. It has hosted world-renowned musicians and bands such as London Orchestra, the American Ballet. Until now, it has hosted around 300 events and received more than 200,000 visitors. In fact, we started to take care of music since the early 80s, when the Royal Symphonic Orchestra was established. It has been playing an important role in presenting a variety of Western classical music played by Omanis. It has presented notable performances in Belgium, Germany, France, and other parts of the world, which has helped in fostering the links with these countries. Gentlemen, I shall conclude this speech by stressing the need to spread the culture of tolerance, coexistence, and peace all over the world. We are in need of fostering dialogue and understanding. We are in need of disregarding our differences, our colors, our religions, our languages. Culture diplomacy is a vital tool in fostering these dimensions. We need to make use of this tool, and in fostering these dimensions, we need to make use of this tool and learn from each other the best practices so that we can live in harmony and peace. I would like to thank you all for your patience and attention, and my thanks extends to everyone participated to the success of this event. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Mr. Al Ghasani.
Thank you.
Now we are going to invite the participants to ask you questions. Yes, please.
It's not a question, just a comment. I'm a former minister of Lebanon, and I would like to thank you for the excellent presentation. Indeed, it's not just from the presentation, but I actually lived what you said. I've lived in the Sultanate of Oman several years as founding president of a private university. And indeed, the Sultanate of Oman has been the country in the region that has been the soft diplomacy catalyst to address all sorts of political tsunamis in the region and political conflicts. I'm talking about the Middle East region. There's no doubt that they have an inclusive strategy that, as was mentioned, includes a major role for youth, but also open to the whole world and maintaining their national character, which is extremely important. And yes, I do want to mention that the Royal Opera House is an amazing cultural center, one of the best I've seen in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much for the question. I entirely concur with what our minister from Lebanon has said. I've been to your beautiful country on several occasions, and my impression that Oman, or the organization that you represented, the Knowledge Oasis Muscat, is also an oasis of tolerance in the region, and I appreciated this in the behavior of the men in the street in Oman. So Omani people have digested tolerance, and they express it very well in the organization of their society. Are there other questions or comments? If not, it means that you did not leave any question open, so your presentation was excellent. So I would like to invite the audience to join me to thank Mr. Al Ghasani for his brilliant presentation.
Thank you very much. I just would like to say, either you understood it fully and I didn't leave any room for questions, or I didn't deliver it well. Thank you very much.